Remember how I said Operation Video Game had a GBA counterpart title? Well, it's finally time to talk about it in detail. Even though this game dropped a year before it, they were both published by Global Star Software, so I consider them to be somewhat related despite having completely different narratives. And just from the name alone, it seems that Season 2 episode Operation Pop is a direct inspiration for this game's story, which is actually pretty interesting. There are some very small gameplay elements that carry between the two titles, as you'll soon find out in a moment. So, let's see if Kids Next Door Operation S.O.D.A will stay afloat or fall flat. Kids Next Door Operation S.O.D.A centers around a plot where the act of drinking soda has been prohibited for kids under the age of 13, causing the operatives of Sector V to fight back against the new law and take down Mr. Fizz. Which, like I said, is exactly what happens in the TV episode Operation Pop, this being a direct reference to the 1920s American prohibition of alcohol and the legal drinking age. I always love when events from the cartoon are translated into the game's story, just like the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends GBA game. Now, Operation S.O.D.A is also a side-scrolling platformer that incorporates 2.5D elements to its graphical style. You can play as all 5 members of the main cast and use their specific 2x4 technology to get past enemies and obstacles. They each play slightly, and I do mean slightly, different from each other, with number 1 and 2 having aerial stages and the other 3 staying put on the ground. Their abilities range from melee attacking, shooting sleep darts, flying, climbing, high jumping, etc. And as you progress through the story, each operative will get upgrades to their gadgets to change up what you're doing a little bit. The core objective is to fight your way to the end of every stage while collecting soda bottle caps for extra lives and candy for health. All the checkpoints in the game are rainbow monkeys, which is kinda cute. And you even get a golden rainbow monkey for completing the mission and getting every single bottle cap. Also, don't worry about dying much because the game is stupidly easy overall, and there is a very generous password system that allows you to respawn where you left off. The most difficulty will come from getting cheaply hit by an enemy off screen or falling into a bottomless pit. Other than that, it's okay. Thankfully, the upgraded gadgets brought some extra flavor to the levels so it wouldn't become too monotonous. I must also add that the game is pretty short, only taking about 2 or so hours to beat with a single lackluster boss at the very end. I wasn't expecting a whole lot from a game like this, but I guess it's serviceable in general. I never found it too frustrating to control, which is always a positive. I feel like I shouldn't have to mention that, but this is a licensed game after all. It doesn't stick around long enough to be a truly bad experience or a great one either. If you really want to get the most out of this concept, I'd suggest playing Operation Video Game on home consoles instead. It does everything this game does, but much better. Also, I guess the music is decent. I know this track in particular got stuck in my head for a while. Well, that checks off another Cartoon Network GBA game. I know this was kind of a brief discussion, but I said pretty much everything I needed to say about it. Of course, you can expect to see quite a few more videos like this very soon, and after that's all wrapped up, I'll jump back into my next Looney Tunes marathon like I've said for the 30th time. If you also played this game, feel free to share your experience with it down below. But anyway, thanks for watching Anubis Black Games, and I'll see you next time.